Hey folks, Quest for Vape, Daryl Shergan here. Today I am reviewing the Smok TFV4. This is their top fill Subohm tank. It's a beast. I'm going to show you relative size. I'm going to show you out of the box what it comes with. I've been vaping on this for a couple of weeks just to find out if I liked it, if it was good, if I would promote it and recommend it to other people. Yes, I would. This cost me $50 for this kit. Right? I didn't get this sent to me for free. I'm not a big shot like that yet. Not with something like this. Little festering turds that you'd never want to buy. Yeah, people send me shit like that all the time. Good tanks once in a while. Once in a while I catch a nice wave. But this is the Smok TFV4. And TF stands for Taste Furious. Look at these coils. These are the standard coils it comes with. Look at the size of these damn things. Huge. Let me show you in relative comparison to something else. These are like gigantic compared to, and I thought the Crown Tank coils were big. Alright, these make the Crown Tank look like a little tiny peanut. This is the rebuild deck for the Kanger sub tank. That's mini. And this is the Crown Tank coil. Look at this relative size of these coils from Smok. It does taste furious. It uses juice up furiously, but that's to be expected. Look at this. So this one here is the tri-coil. Let me get a close up here. See those three coils snugged nice and tight in there? There's three vertical coils at the bottom of this, packed with cotton. And this is the quad coil. It's one straight vertical coil, 4 wires in parallel. See, those are the top two, and then about halfway down into this thing, and another 2 are added. It's crazy. 4 parallel wires, and it vapes like a beast. It vapes like a beast. I vaped it up to 100 watts, and that was getting hot and losing its flavor, and I didn't find it enjoyable above that. So I don't even find it enjoyable at 100 watts. I'd say 60 to 80. In there you'll find your sweet spot of, but it's a cloud chucking machine, and here's what comes in the box. Back out. So, nice packaging. It comes with the tri-coil, the quad coil, and also an RBA rebuild deck that's already rebuilt with a coil in it. Comes with an extra glass sleeve. The specs are, it holds 5 milliliters of juice. You'd think more, but no, that coil takes up a lot of volume within the tank. So 5 ml juice capacity, glass and stainless steel, 24.5 millimeter. That's this width. It's big. Look, it sits flush almost with the Sigali. Alright, what else we got here? Alright, the Taste Furious tank features a new patented quadruple coil head, triple coil head, and RBA head, which will bring you a true premium experience. Top fill design makes filling easy as it gets. Guys, spell check. Spell check. Okay, China? Improved airflow, innovative drip tip. It does have a very innovative drip tip. I'll talk to you about all that stuff in a minute. So, out of the box, what comes in this thing? Here we go. I'll just leave this here for you to drool. $50 for this whole kit. I didn't find it any less online. Oh, it comes with a little warning card. That's the quality control. Somebody checked this for something and it passed. And then also, it's warning you, once you detect a loss in flavor, please refill the tank to avoid burning risk or damage to the atomizer. No kidding. When using a new atomizer, please drip a few drops of e-liquid onto the top center of coil head, and let the tank stand for 5 minutes to get organic cotton completely saturated. No kidding. Yeah, absolutely. And not just a few drops. It's going to take a lot of juice to wick that the first time to prime it up. But what they're saying is be patient. prime it right. Don't just go stick it in the tank and start firing it. You'll scorch the cotton, as with all Subohm tanks. If you didn't know that by now, now you know. How you lift and remove this nice fitted, sized foam. It's got some cotton in there. It's got these, it did come with a black and a white, very nice band, protecting band. It's got two functions. I'll talk to you about those in a minute. It came with a nice extra glass sleeve. Thank you very much, in case I break it. Not if, but when. It came with an extra, this thing goes on the top fill. I'll show you, this is a spare gasket for that top fill. And this is a screwdriver. Notice it's not blue. Okay, that's for the rebuild. It's very nice. China believes that there are no screwdrivers in the United States, so they always give us one. Thank you. Okay, so putting that shit back in there. Put the box away. And let's get on with the tank itself. Alright, so this band keeps the top fill. We'll look at this in a minute, but the band is it's a tank protector in case you drop your tank or it falls, because it's top heavy. It falls like that. You got that nice rubber band around there, around the top, to keep the glass from hitting the surface. Hopefully that spares you having to use that spare tank. So this is how it top fills. Alright, get this in focus here. You have to push it down. Yeah, see that? It just separates like that. It's very easy. It's very smooth. It slides buttery. And here's the hinge right here. It's nice and flush, not janky at all. You don't want to put any side pressure on that, but this is that piece that has a replacement gasket, and that's how you top fill it. You just put the nozzle of your dripper right through that slot there, and you drip right down into it. I'll demonstrate. And it's not hard. It's very simple, and that's rubber. It's soft. You just get that down in there, and you're filling. See the fluid level rise. Okay, so that's how it top fills. Now, if you overfill it, it's going to puddle up over here. I find I have to clean this fairly often. Every time I open it up, I want to clean it. All right, and here's how it shuts. That top fill, just like that. So now I don't want to accidentally open that up while I'm vaping, while I'm handling this thing. That's what the second purpose of this rubber ring is for. I'm going to do this on camera, huh? It's snug. All right, you get the idea. I'm not going to sit here and do this in. Yes, I am. All right, you guys get the idea. Do it off camera. It's really not that hard. Fits on there nice and snug. And then now, if my tank should happen to fall over, it's hitting that outer diameter there and not slapping my glass tank right on the table surface. Okay, so that's it. This is the drip tip. Let me show you this. This is innovative. It's got like a cylinder within a cylinder type of design, which does keep this thing very, very cool. This drip tip does not get hot. It's also got airflow. And now we come to one of my complaints. It's got airflow in the drip tip and this insulated like cylinder within a cylinder. So that's nice. But these O-rings do shred. So you even just saw me pull off. That's a piece of shredded O-ring. And it's not like I'm doing any gymnastics. Oh, see? It's durable. It saved me a broken tank. But those, I don't know if there's anything really can be done, but how about this? Don't change anything. Just put a couple of spare O-rings in there for when I finally shred that too much to fit. I like the airflow halfway closed. But do you see how that airflow works? There's 1, 2, 3, Yeah, there's 4 airflow slots in the drip tip. Keeps it, it's a very intense vape, and it's very hot at higher wattages, so that keeps the vape nice and cool, but it also dilutes that vape, and I don't like to dilute it too much. So a little bit of airflow coming in from the top is fine for me. And look at these big air slots at the bottom. They're huge. There's 4 of them. They pass completely through, and you know, look at the size of these air holes for this. So it's able to draw a lot of air in to the tank. Look at that nice wide chimney. Okay, so that's basically it. This airflow control, you cannot close off the air all the way, I believe. It's always somewhere on here just a little bit open. Like, it doesn't 100% close off. It's always a little bit open somewhere. But you could close it off 95%. Anyway, I like my airflow wide open on the bottom. Alright, that's that. So, now, let's dive down and let's crack this RBA open. Because RBAs are much in the hype these days. Everybody seems to want an RBA. If you got stock coils that are this freaking good, these coils last me about 7 to 10 days. Maybe less. They're very intense. You could tell. I mean, it's drawing a lot of power. All right, so I'm removing this so I can show you guys close-ups. Then I'm going to go back up to the top and do face-to-face with my camera here so I can show you guys how it vapes. Alright, here's my rebuild. I went regular K-Fun style, the wick straight down, and that's a Clapton coil, by the way. See that nice Clapton? 5-wrap Clapton. Okay, this is what I wanted to show you guys. This is unique. The positive, one negative, whichever one that is, goes in there, and you basically shove it all the way through and then back it out a little bit, tighten down that screw, and then put it in. So you got to put a little bit of a bend on this leg and put it in there. It wasn't that difficult. It's not exactly simple, but it wasn't very difficult. And then but look at all that space you got there. So let me pick up her skirts here. Here's your juice wicking channel. Big goblin-esque, big fat wide goblin-esque wicking channel, and I just I did it goblin-esque style. I kind of bunched up my my cotton and tucked it in there, right there. Okay, so it's tucked in right there. So it goes not just down to the bottom, but beyond. I don't want juice flooding into this thing. I want this thing closed off. And it worked pretty good. And this just screws right over. Massive build deck. Massive deck on there. You can, I'm looking forward to playing around with some other, maybe do a dual coil, like 2 coils in there. Oh, fuck. Okay, so we see our rebuild deck. It came pre-built. I liked the pre-built coil. It was nice. It was like a 0.25 ohm coil. No, 0.75 was what it came with. And that thing chucked clouds like a beast. But I took it out because I had to tinker and stick a Clapton in there, not satisfied with the usual mundane. But it was very well done. It was a spaced coil, by the way. It was not a contact coil, so that's important for you to know. I think spaced would be the best. I've been using spaced for all of my builds in RBAs and RTAs. Space is where they're not pushed up against each other, but you gap those coils. All right, so that's that. You've seen the coils, you've seen the tank, you've seen the rebuild. I opened that up, and now I'm going to come up top and vape on it and show you and talk to you about the experience. Okay guys, so where I'm at with this tank so far, I like it. Sorry about that. I do very much. It's a satisfying vape. It's an intense vape. Is it worth 50 bucks? Yeah, I'd like to see it a little bit less, but you know, everybody wants to get something for less. But is it worth it for $50 is the question. Yes, it is, because that was like 5 packs of cigarettes for me back in the old days of smoking. So to replace smoking with an intense vape like this, if you like Subohm, if you like intense flavor, intense clouds, cloud chasing, you will like this. And that's at 40 watts on that Clapton coil I just showed you. Why? Because it's a 1.4 ohm coil. Single coil. If I did, it was designed, if I did 2 of those, it would be around 0.7. So, but it's a great vape. Remember, you don't only have to go low sub-ohm to get great vapor production. Getting great vapor production at 40 watts on a 1.4 ohm Clapton, that's satisfying. Okay, so pros. It's an intense vape. It comes with an extra sleeve. It comes with an RBA that's easy to build, that's unique. It comes with these beastly coils that are awesome. It's top fill. What else can I say? It's a quality made tank. It really is. I can't complain about that. Cons. These coils don't last very long. They're being used intensely. There's a lot of power going through them. And they're not going to last you as long as some other tanks who shall remain nameless. Sorry guys, you're in class and you're not best in class. In my humble, experienced opinion. But you don't have to take my word for it. Okay, so the coils last maybe 7 to 10 days, which is fine. It's fine. So big deal. You have to buy 3 of them a month. The drawback is getting replacements. I haven't found it to be very easy to find those coils. None of the shops, all the shops that carry this tank, they don't sell the replacement coils yet. I guess they're first seeing, does anybody want to buy this? And then after people buy it, then they're like, where are my coils? But you know, if you're a shop going to pick this up, carry some extra packs of coils, please, because I don't want to put this down for a week. If I like it and I enjoy vaping on it, when that coil goes, I want to buy more. All right, so that was drawback number 1. But that's not that's an industry thing. Like every new tank that comes out, there's always a coil shortage in the beginning. Then they work their way through the supply and distribution channels, and then you find them every way you want. But right now, I'm kind of stuck. The reason I put the RBA in is because I already vaped on the tri-coil and the quad coil, and have the RBA because I want to still use the tank. But those first two coils are shot. I got my use out of them. I got my money's worth out of them. All right. So coil shortage. It's not a drawback. It's not a con. But this thing, be prepared to go through a lot of juice. Be prepared to recharge batteries fairly frequently because it uses a lot of power and it uses a lot of juice. It's the second best tank that I found so far in the market. My third favorite tank is probably the Arctic, but the Arctic didn't have a rebuild. And I don't like that Phantom tank that Horizon Tech came out with. It's too gimmicky. So there you go. That's my opinion. That's the TFV4. Terrifying flavor, terrific. Tastes furious. Tastes furious. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, share. Don't forget about True Vapors show on ST Vapes channel on YouTube on Thursday mornings at 9 a.m. Central. Thank you very much. Quest for Vape.